If I had to pick two things that have surrounded me my entire life, it's going to be fashion and fighting human trafficking. So my family's always been involved in combating human trafficking. As I grew up and as I was going into realizing that I wanted to be in fashion design, I started to meld the two together and started to acknowledge the fact that there were issues in the fashion industry. Those were issues that I was going to want to fight and to combat. When I was going to school, I started focusing on, who am I designing for? What am I designing for? What are my causes? I even remember at one point when I was a freshman, my teacher asked, "Do you care where your clothes are coming from?" And I sat there and was like, not really. That's not something that I look at when I'm shopping. And I always had the desire to have a good impact on the industry that I was going to be working on, but it was going to be, when I had established myself as a designer, when I had established myself in my career. It was never like the here and now. So I came to Nexus last year for the first time, and when I heard all these conversations and these topics about what people were doing, I realized it doesn't have to be 30 years down the road, 20 years down the road. I could start making a difference now. So from there, I really started raising awareness in my school, and especially in my program for fashion, among my peers, about the importance of learning how to change the fashion industry for the better, being aware of human rights, where we're sourcing and where we're producing. So I've been working a lot with my professors and some of my friends to kind of bring awareness to schools around us. Human trafficking, human slavery is still something that's happening in our world. People aren't presented with the facts, and they don't know how to potentially see a situation in which they can help somebody or combat it on their own. They don't know where it's happening. They don't know that it's happening in America, that it's happening close to their homes. The important thing is being conscious and being aware of who you're buying things from, where you're shopping, being a conscious consumer. I think when our legacy of combating human trafficking really started, I was really young, so I didn't know the importance of it. I just knew that it was an important issue. As I've grown up, it's never been something that's like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, we need to do this. There's always just been this atmosphere of it's what we do, it's what's right, we're part of the human race. Not a single person deserves to be sitting in a sweatshop or being sold into sexual slavery or working on a boat for their entire lives. No one deserves that, and I think that's the legacy that we're trying to carry out. That's what's really been instilled in me, is just knowing and working for the fact that we're all on the same planet, working just as humans.